Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. Smoking the final version of the next blend. But I'm not here to announce that, I'm only here to tease it. One point of note about the Patience of Dr. Silence blend. If you were worried that you weren't able to get hold of any, the pre-orders did sell out somewhat quickly. It is just the pre-orders that have sold out. The blend itself, there is more of, and it will be going on sale again. I'm not exactly sure when the window is, but I will let you know. It won't be too far in the future. It will be soon, so I'll let you know when that happens. Ken's popularity, I think, took us all by surprise there. I think the pre-orders sold out in a day, so that was a bit wild. But yes, no worries, there will be more soon. Coinciding with that, funnily enough, this coming week, I'm making a Dr. Silence pipe as a commission. And I thought, you know what, it's been a while since I've had a Dr. Silence pipe available. So I'm going to make another one. And it will be available to buy. So if you're interested, if you've not got a commission with me at the moment, and you're interested in a Dr. Silence pipe, sling me an email. And if you want it, we can discuss it there. All good. Dr. Silence pipes, I should let you know. So Dr. Silence pipes, this is my sort of, this is my layout. The stem is about the same length again. So it's a 7.5 inch pipe. You can see it's like a very deep bowl. This bowl is usually at least 2 inches, sometimes a bit more. Very rarely a little less, but depending on what happens. Just so, it's a reading pipe, designed for a long smoke. So, there's that. I've been thinking about my series plans for looking at pipe makers, and I've decided I'm probably going to go ahead with it. So I was kind of thinking, what would I do? And I think what I'm going to do is lesser known pipe makers. I mean, it'd be really easy to do all the names that you know that I'm not going to name drop. You know, all the famous guys have already had all the press. I'm going to do long-standing pipe makers that you may not have heard of. You may have heard of, but you may not have heard of. Up-and-coming pipe makers. Pipe makers that I just like. I either like them personally or I like their style, usually both. There was a time when I was in a pipe makers guild. There's lots of pipe makers from there who are always worth a look. Again, I'm not going to name names right now. And it would just be, I think, a glimpse into what's going on out there, because it is an interesting time in pipe making, and we can just look at the influences that are going on, the sort of the cross-pollinating of ideas, and I think it would just be really fascinating. But I did realise that to do it properly, each video is going to take a little bit more work than I would normally do. In other words, my normal style is to have the topic that I'm talking about and just natter away on it for a bit. that's not going to work. It's not going to do the pipe maker justice. So I'm going to need to source pictures of their like key pieces so that we can show them in the video, and that's going to require a little bit of homework, a little bit of exploration, investigation, bit of research. So that'll be what's coming. I think it will be really interesting. And hopefully it will start this coming month. That's the plan. There you go. One final little piece. Oh, before we get to that, last week the Dear Eldritch episode didn't happen. Life got in the way. It's all right. I'm collecting up the questions, and I'll do them in an episode this coming week. It's like, you know, there's no Dear Eldritch police knocking on my door. You didn't do the episode. So next week is when it'll probably happen. Unless I dodge it again for another reason. It could happen, who knows. But to pipe makers, this last piece is for pipe makers. I'd forgotten that I hadn't relisted my rods on the Etsy site. I hadn't meaningfully left it off. It's just that I'm so used to selling direct, I'd really forgotten about it. And then a couple of people mentioned, where can I find your stuff? And I thought, you're right, actually, it's nowhere. You can't find it anywhere. Which probably wasn't good. So I've now got I would call it an example listing on Etsy. The listing is for 5 rods, which is a bit arbitrary, I know, but there you go. The idea being that you'll see the listing and just contact me if you want something different, which you probably will. But at least it's there. People can actually see it now, see what rods are available. So there you go. All right. That's it. Speaking of the Dear Eldritch, if you do have any questions, email me at devilsreef@gmail.com with the subject line Dear Eldritch. And any questions you have will get added to the current list. I'll do them in a video, as I said, probably next week. Alright, that's it for me. I think I might be doing a tobacco review. I'm not sure. I may have come to the end of tobaccos I have available. I'll have to check my cupboard and see what I've got nestling in there. But we'll see. So, till next time, take it easy, loyal pipe maker.